Happy Wednesday, everybody. These NBA playoffs are starting to solidify, at least the first round. Welcome into Undisputed. We have a fabulous show for you today. I'm Jen Hale here with Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, good morning.
Whew. You are in for it today. I'm about to do to you what Ja did to Malik Beasley last night. I'm going to draw it back and throw it down.
Where's Kadun?
Huh?
Kadun.
He's somewhere with Lagon. He's in the Maldives.
The best player.
With tequila. Have another shot for me, LeBron.
The only team in the playoff this year that didn't win a game.
Huh?
The best player in the playoff. Ain't no at least. Ain't no at least.
They were in the playoffs.
Ain't no at least.
Is that all you got?
No.
That's out of sight, out of mind.
Oh, that Kadun is out.
Now it's my Memphis Grizzlies.
Oh, that is your Okay.
Well, I did pick them.
Guys,
to get to the
I'm going to give you bonus points for creative nicknames. All right. Yes, let's start with Ja Morant. He looked like the league's most improved player last night. He led the Grizzlies to victory over Minnesota in a come-from-behind win, 111-109. Morant made the game-winning layup, 1 second left. Talk about clutch time. He led all scorers with 30 points. Memphis takes a 3-2 series edge. Shannon, on a scale of 1 to 10, how shocking was this comeback by the Grizzlies?
-4.
What?
Because I supposed to.
What are you talking about?
Did you not watch Game 3?
Did I watched every second, unfortunately, of every game. Did you watch Game 5? What are you talking about? A -4?
Well, go ahead.
No, your turn. You're the man.
No, I'm done. Go ahead. Because I'm tired of you cutting me off. I say something, you look like you. Go ahead.
You off? What are you talking about?
Go ahead. I'll follow you up.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
You're going childish on me?
Because you won't let me speak.
I just had a quick...
It's not your turn
I was
to
just
speak.
reacting. You cut me off all the time.
Okay, you can react when it's your turn.
I'll sit over here in the corner. I'll listen to your wisdom. Go.
I gave it a -4 because I saw this team have a 26-point lead in the first half. Blow that. I saw them have a 25-point lead in the second half. Blow that. I spoke of this yesterday. The reason why I picked the Memphis Grizzlies, because I told you Minnesota played dumb basketball. They get these leads, and all of a sudden, they have a 13-point lead, and somebody think if they come down and hit a 3-point shot, all of a sudden the lead is going to grow to 36. You see Anthony Edwards, they get a lead. He comes down and take willy-nilly shots like he's at a park. We see Karl Anthony Towns early in the shot clock take a one-legged step back shot like he's Dirk Nowitzki. They turned the ball over 23 times in the ball game. And with 4 seconds on the clock, we watch Anthony Edwards go high side, try to steal the ball, give Ja a direct path to the basket with only 4 seconds. In a situation like that, you don't need to be the hero. So am I impressed? No, because I've seen them make dumb play after dumb play after dumb play, dumb decision after dumb decision after dumb decision, turnover after turnover, time and time again. How many times since Game 3, they've had double-digit leads in every single game that gets whittled down? Why? Because this is the Minnesota Timberwolves. They are a young team, but youngness doesn't give you an excuse to play dumb basketball. Anthony Edwards knows better. Why would you ever? It's the same thing what Paul George did. You remember against LeBron James? He goes high side and lets LeBron James lay the ball up. More times than not, we've seen in this series and throughout the year, Ja Morant loves to get to his left hand, loves to lay the ball up. And what does Anthony Edwards do? Try to go for a steal. Why in that situation would you try and go for a steal? Give him a direct path to the basket with 4 seconds. Just play. If Ja Morant raises up, Skip hits a 25, 27-foot jump shot on you, you say, hey, coach, he hit it. Give him credit. But you can't let him lay the ball up. So that's why I'm unimpressed. Give Memphis credit. But you know when you down 13 in the fourth quarter, somebody's got to do something really bad because there's no 13-point shot for you to get it back all at once. Chuck Clark gets 10 rebounds in the fourth quarter, 7 offensive rebounds.
Brandon Clark.
Brandon Clark. Where the hell is Karl Anthony Towns?
I don't know. That's a good question.
So, Skip, I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. It's like miss after miss, and Clark gets the ball. Clark has it again. I'm like, can't. And how many? In his previous life, nobody can convince me in his previous life Karl Anthony Towns didn't play football, because all he does is run the hell over people, Skip. It's almost like he's a baby giraffe and he doesn't have control of the extremities. Skip, he just gets.
But fake tough guys don't play football.
Wait, Skip, wait, explain to me how he always running over people. Half of his fouls are charges. So that's why Skip. Ja was sensational. Scored the last 13 points. He was 9 of 10 in the fourth quarter. I think he had 18 points in the fourth quarter. But
he had 16 in the last 6 minutes of the game.
Skip, but Minnesota, the series should be over. The series literally should be, Skip, they should have won the series 4-1. They should be going home, what is it, 17, getting ready for somebody. I don't know, Memphis, getting ready for Golden State, something. They should be getting ready for someone.
That is true. That is true.
How do you lose a game, Skip? How do you lose a 26-point lead, a 25-point lead in the same game in different halves? And you ask me, well, how surprised am I? I'm not surprised at all, because this is the Minnesota that we've seen this playoff series. That's why I'm not surprised. I'm not taking anything away from Memphis, but this was on Minnesota. This was more had to do with what Minnesota didn't do as opposed to what Memphis did do.
Okay. I obviously saw a completely different game through the prism of I picked Memphis to win the West.
Right.
And
I picked Memphis yesterday. I picked them to win in 6.
Okay, I think deep down, because I picked Memphis to win the West, I think you're rooting against Memphis to make me look bad.
No, Skip, I want to get my pick right.
Okay, but you said it should be over, and I concur. That's the one point I agree on. It should be way over.
Yes.
Memphis should be done.
Yes.
Memphis should be home. Memphis should be going to Cancun.
Yes.
Which is why on the shock scale of 1 to 10, I am a full-on 10. I saw no signs of life. Deep into that game, well into the fourth quarter, I saw no signs of life from my Memphis Grizzlies except a dunk by Ja Morant. And if we could see it because we're going to show it a lot today, but it was a spectacular dunk that weirdly didn't really set off the team. It set off Ja. Here it is. He throws it. He drew back and threw it down on Malik Beasley. And I'm thinking, okay, I'm not into spectacular dunks unless they jumpstart my team.
Right.
It's got to have some message or meaning to it. And unfortunately, that cut the lead to 11 at that point. They're down 11 through 3 quarters. And then just for the record, would you believe that Karl Anthony Towns, the above mentioned, hit a 3 with 9:33 left that put them up 13 points with 9:33 left. And I'm thinking, when he hit that shot, he just set shooting out there. He's shooting them like they're free throws. High arcs, swishing. And he looks like it's like effortless. And he's looking around like, what else did you expect from me?
Right.
And I'm thinking, that's it. Case closed, because I don't think they can go up to Minnesota and beat them coming off a home loss. I think it's going to be over in 6 games.
Okay.
And then it gets even worse because Karl Anthony Towns gets fouled shooting a 3-point shot with 6:53 left in the game, and he makes all 3, and that makes it 99-88 visiting team.
You still up 11.
It's an 11-point game with 6:53, and again, at that point, I've seen no signs of life from my quote-unquote superstar.
Right.
We closed the show yesterday with me sitting right here, as in, what do you expect tonight? And I said, it's time for Ja to walk the talk. You got to play the talk. You got to jump the talk. You got to shoot the talk. You have to run up the chimney through the smoke, like you said, and exit the top of the chimney, because at the moment, young Ja, you're stuck in the middle of the chimney and you are choking on the smoke.
Okay.
Because he just hasn't been that dude, that guy, that quote-unquote superstar in the first 4 games. Because we agreed that, remember, they blew game 1 at home. Then he posts the Michael Jordan from the 98 Last Dance documentary.
Yes.
You know, saying it's just 1 game, like you're comparing yourself to Jordan. And I'm like, just stop it, okay? So you come out and you do win game 2, and then he celebrates like it's over.
Right.
And I'm saying, you know, I like the attitude, but it's a little premature for me. And then
Game
three, they go win it in spite of my guy Ja. They win it in spite of, because he was horrendous in the fourth quarter, as you know. 2 of 8, but he had 3 terrible turnovers, and I don't know how they did it, but they won the fourth quarter 37-12. A lot of it could be dumped on the doorstep of the home team at that point, the Timberwolves, and yet Ja celebrates. He goes and gets the basketball and heaves it up into the rafters like, it's over. We just vanquished the Timberwolves, and we're moving on to the next. No, you're not moving on to the next round. You're moving on to Game 4.
Correct.
And they lose Game 4 predictably, and here we go. It's do or die to me last night at home.
Yes.
And I reiterate, with 6:53 left, the guy that you shamed on Twitter, the guy who said, we in Minnesota now. Well, we in Memphis now, right?
Yes.
And guess what? In Memphis, Minnesota was ahead 99-88 with 6:53 left. And a shocking thing happened to me. Ja Morant turned back into Ja Morant.
Yes.
And after the end of the game, he's going, just call on me. Like, you call my number. And they're all saying after the game, we just called 12. And 12, as in Ja Morant, went 12, as in Brady-esque down the stretch, because he just